All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at the distributive property. So the product of A and the quantity of B plus C. So A parentheses B plus C is the same as AB plus B plus AC, excuse me. And if A is on the outside, it doesn't matter which side it's on. Okay? So we're going to talk here about the distributive property. If we've got 2 times the quantity of x plus 5, this is really, I find that if you draw the little arrows, it helps you not forget to multiply it by the first one and the second one. That's why I do it. So I'm multiplying 2 times x, and I'm multiplying 2 times 5. So I get 2x plus 10. Why don't I combine 2x and 10? Yes, Kyle?
Because you can't, because she was x.
Well, yeah, it's got that x by it. It's got the letter, and 10 doesn't have any letters. I can't say you guys have 25 backpack desks. They're not the same thing, right? I can say you have 10 backpacks, and I can say you have 15 desks, but I can't say you have a combination of them both, right? You can't put those together. All right, so if 8 is on the outside, if you've got the number on the outside, on the left side instead of the right, it doesn't matter. You still multiply it by both things. 8 times 1 gives you 8. 8 times 2 gives you 16. N. Does anybody have a question about that? Okay, make sure you multiply whatever on the outside of the parentheses by all things on the inside. And if you draw those little arrows, it's really going to help you out. Okay, let's look at the next one. The only difference about this one is we're doing subtraction on the inside instead of addition. Okay, you're still going to draw your arrows. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times a negative y gives you a negative 3y. All right, right here we've got a 0.5. 0.5 is the same thing as what? 2, dividing by 2. So we're going to have 2x divided by 2 and negative 4 divided by 2. So half of 2 is 1, so we get 1x. Half of 4 is 2, minus 2. Yep, should be pretty straightforward. When it says rewrite without parentheses, they want you to use the distributive property. Ready to turn it over and look at the back?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm hoping you're writing all of this down. If you are not writing all of this down, you will not get full credit when you turn your binder in on Friday or your folder. All right, we're going to look at example 3. We've got negative, hey, Daniel, I'm up here.
Oh, my bad.
Negative 3 times x plus 4. So we take that negative 3 and times it by x. We get negative 3x. Then we take that negative 3 and multiply it by 4, giving us negative 12. Why don't you try the next one on your own? Why don't you guys try the next one on your own?
Whoa.
I'm going to walk around. We're trying that next one on our own.
Oh, it's y plus 5. Duh. I should know this.
Try that second one on
You
your
should.
own. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
There shouldn't be any talking going on. You should just be trying to be on your own. Yeah, you don't need to.
Give her a hug today. She's so falling asleep.
So I'm only seeing like one kind of mistake. And most of you are doing quite well. You did negative 4 times y, you get negative 4y. Make sure when you do a negative 4 times a positive 5, you get a negative 20. It is a negative 20. You don't need plus a negative, just put a negative.
So you put minus.
Okay. Yep, so it's negative 4y minus 20.
All
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at C. C looks a little strange. If you just see a negative, please stop talking while I'm talking. Shh. Okay, negative just in front, it's the same thing as a negative 1. If you feel better changing it to negative 1 instead of leaving it as a negative, feel free to do so. Then we're going to distribute that negative 1. I saw a lot of people already had this problem done. Make sure you have a negative times a negative, giving you a positive. So you should have negative 6 plus a positive 3x. No, you're not. Negative 3. Negative 3 plus 3x, because a negative times a negative is a positive. All right, let's look at example 4, our story problem. Let's look at example 4, our story problem. You are shopping for compact discs. You guys remember CDs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you want to buy 6 CDs for $11.95, including tax. Use the distributive property to mentally calculate the total cost of the compact disc. So, for the cost of the compact disc, you have the total cost, which is $11.95. Okay. Plus the tax, which is going to be X. And you have to times that whole thing, so that's the whole thing in parentheses, times 6. So we're looking at, it costs $11.95 plus tax times 6. Okay, now we're going to distribute. 6 times $11.95,
71.7.
it's what?
71.7.
71.7 plus 6x. Okay. So you distribute it. And you get $71.70 70 cents plus 6